Welcome back to Kicking Ass with Tanner Stone with Motivational Mike.
Yes, sir.
We're back. So Motivational Mike, I got a question. Okay. So you're by the time this podcast episode comes out, you're probably gonna be finishing up your runs and everything. Mm-hmm. With your runs, you're a week in right now. I wanted to ask you, are you still motivated to run, or have you tuned in to more discipline? Because I feel like when someone does something for a long period of time, they only have so much motivation, and then they have to tune into their discipline and just doing it even if they don't want to do it. Because I'll ask that question. Yeah. So where are you at with that?
It's a great question. I would say the first couple of days when I was with a bunch of different people, like running, like in groups or like with someone else, I was motivated because they were with me, someone to talk to, and it was just a great time. But I feel like when I did more of the solo ones, that's when the discipline came in, because it was just me and my thoughts. And right now, I don't really look at it as a challenge. I look at it as a way of life, kind of. It's part of my life. I have to run every single day now on. I have tons of people counting on me. I feel like the whole world's counting on me. I don't want to let them down. So it's something that I have to do now. Not something I want to do, something I have to do.
100%. Mm-hmm. When I was doing my 30-day challenge, that's a little bit similar to you.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like people were just disappointed in me when I would eat badly during my challenge and post it, because I was trying to transform. I was trying to better myself. But I also wanted to be serious with the people that were watching me and not show them fake content. Yeah. And another thing is, whenever I'm on my way back from school, I always call my mom, and my mom's like, I want to be like you. I want to work out. I want to go running, but I don't have the motivation. And I'm like, you got to do it if you don't even want to do it. I hate running every day. I hate it.
I hate it too.
I hate going to class every morning. I hate doing my push-ups. I hate doing my sit-ups. I hate going in the sauna. But it's all stuff like, I love the way you put it. I love the way you said it's just a way of my life. Mm-hmm. It's just like a routine. It's just like brushing your teeth.
Mm-hmm. It has to get done. Like, regardless of how I feel, that's how you have to look at the hard things. You have to do it no matter what. Just fuck your feelings. That's what I like to say.
So last podcast, you said that one of your goals this year was to read the books. When is that going to become a routine?
Well, I think during this run, I'm going to be reading like the Goggins book, because he's an ultra marathon runner. So I'm going to tap back into that and start reading that. But another goal is just be more honest with people, come to them, I guess. And if you have problems, I guess first, and just I don't know, just being more honest with people. That's kind of another goals of mine.
You just went on I asked you about when
the books
that'll go in your routine.
But
books. Then you just went on a whole different topic.
Hopefully by the end of this week, yeah. But I wanted to add on to that.
All right, we could add on to that.
Yeah, but the books, hopefully by the end of this week.
So you said, repeat what you said after the books.
Just I guess being more open and honest with people. If I have a
that's
problem
one of your goals this year.
Yeah, if I have a problem with someone, go to them when the problem starts. Not years down the line or weeks on end. Just do it when you first start noticing someone changing for the worst. I feel that's what something I have to get better at, rather than letting it go on.
So when you talk to someone and you want to be open and honest with them, you have to understand that they don't know what's going on in your head. They don't know how you feel until you let them know. So whenever I give advice, when someone wants to tell another person how they feel, or someone's mad at someone, I'm like, dude, just let them know, because they can't read your mind. I used to get so upset with my ex-girlfriend at the time when she'd be upset at me and I wouldn't know why, because I can't read her mind, and I would try to, and it would just be like, what the fuck? But
yeah.
But it's also with we all have to work on it. Our last conversation, you said you have to be open and honest more, because nobody can read your mind.
People will treat you how you allow them to treat you, and that's something else that I want to incorporate more. Just people have to like treat you with respect. Otherwise, you have to go to them in the first place. And that's another thing I wanted to like say.
What do you mean people will treat you how you
How
allow
you
them to
allow them
treat you?
to? I mean, if you just like let disrespect like build up and build up, they're not going to change because they know like, wow, he's fine with that. But you just have to just like stand up for yourself. That's something I have to do more. And just I guess still wear my heart on my sleeve at the same time. But I guess just go to like them if they're like, I do this consistently over and over, like disrespectful.
So my question to that is, how do you know when you should, like you said, you can't let people treat you, you're in charge of how people treat you because you could stop them from treating you that way. That's basically what you said.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So how do you know when enough is enough and whether you should keep putting up with it?
I mean, if it keeps, well, I mean, I shouldn't have, but it just got worse and worse. And just, I'm tired of just pretending to like be fine with it at the end of the day. It's just annoying. It's just not who I am. I'd say I'm a real person, and it's just, it's tiring. I don't need that in my life. So yeah.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Like with me, I think I told you about the 3-strike rule.
Yes.
I've said that to you before. It recently happened. So
really?
I was trying to talk to this person that I connected with, I felt like, and I keep trying to make plans. And I'm like, you know what? They're not fucking reciprocating the I don't know. They're not really giving
the same
any
energy back, right?
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Done.
So you're saying
you want to see me? Come see me.
It was all one-sided. You're on your side, yeah.
I hate that stuff, man. Like I love focusing on myself and stuff, but if someone comes to that, get entertained and text a little bit, then it's exciting. It's an exciting feeling, but it's also, it's like, what the fuck, bro? Because you're always waiting for that person to text back. So it's just annoying.
It's their loss, man. At the end of the day, you're great.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, focusing on yourself and being single, it's the best thing for anybody. Like you haven't had a girlfriend yet, and it's not a problem because you're doing so much right now to better yourself for the better, and you're doing so much to help your growth.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud of that too. I've just also been like going back and forth from school. So, but if it happens, it happens. I don't want to like rush into it or like force it. I just want it to both be natural on like both sides.
Yeah, you're gonna meet someone on the run. It's gonna happen.
I know. I can't wait.
It's the manifestation.
Yeah. Not exactly.
You got anything else? Any other questions?
Well, I would say like the 3-strike rule. Do you have any exceptions? Because like that is like takes discipline for that. Because I know like getting text from them, it just makes you happy, but like you don't have any exceptions for that rule at all. 3 strikes.
Not really.
Done. Yeah.
3 strikes, unless I'm really down bad.
Like, do you block them or do you don't block them?
No,
right?
I just don't reach out.
Yeah. I mean, why should you if they didn't like check up on you? Like either. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Another thing is, I've told you this a lot. Like when someone puts when I have a picture of someone in my head and they show me who they are once, it's very hard to get rid of that image of them.
All right, Tanner, I got a question. I don't know if we spoke on this in the podcast before, but do you believe in right person, wrong time for a relationship?
No.
All right. Why?
Do you?
I don't know. And that's kind of what's happening on my end. So like, I just want to like hear your answer and then I'll go.
It's happening on your end?
Kind of like you. Yeah, you go. Like you go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I believe that if they're the right person, then any time should be the right time. But that's just like such a basic answer, I feel like. But I mean, it could be both sometimes, because sometimes you could be in the moment with someone and it could be the wrong time, but then you'll reconnect with them down the line. Yeah. And then they'll end up being the right person just at a different time. But I believe if someone comes in your life and isn't in your life anymore and isn't coming back in your life, then they're just not for you. Your steps in this world weren't meant to pass them again. Because I've seen this quote you could live right next to someone, and if God doesn't want you to see them, if God doesn't want you, like you could live in someone's city, and if the world doesn't want you guys to align anymore, you guys won't align. Like I live in the same city with my ex. I don't know if I'm going to keep this in the podcast, but I live in the same city with my ex, and we don't align anymore. Like we don't see each other, and I think that's just the world doesn't want us to see each other anymore.
I agree with that.
So I would just say that I don't believe in right person, wrong time.
Yeah.
Because why do you ask that? Give me some details.
No, it's just happening on my end. Well, I don't really know this person. They don't really know me, so it's just like, should I keep them around or not? Or maybe I should like wait until I can get to know them and then like keep them around. But I don't know. Like that's just happening on my end.
You don't know them, but they don't know you, but you want to keep them around.
Kinda, because I don't like know them. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like talking to someone.
I need some more details.
But I don't know them. I don't really like know them on like a deeper level. So I was like, should I keep them around or not? Or because
do you want to know them on a deeper level?
Yes.
Then obviously you keep them around.
All right.
If there's something that you see in them that makes you happy or makes you interested, then of course you should keep them around and get to know them.
Well, they've just been distant and like past 3 strikes, like from your rule. So that's why I was also asking that. Yeah.
That's why you asked about the rule.
Yeah.
Well, come up with your own rule. That works for me.
No, I know. I know. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll be right now on the podcast. We're coming up with your rule.
The mic rule.
What's your rules going to be? The mic rule?
I want to do like fucking one, bro, because it seems so one-sided. It seems so one-sided on my part. But yeah. Shit, a rule. I mean, I'd say just like get to know them first, and then if they're being distant, just don't put any, I guess, effort into it, but put effort into it until you get to know them. And then if you like who they are really, then I would just keep trying, I guess.
Have you ever met them?
No.
No?
No.
How do you hear about this person?
The party.
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Well, that night, like at the party, it seemed like that would have drew the line for me. Like you getting, because you were so excited, you were so ready to see them. You were like, you were excited to actually get to know them face to face, and they just kind of blew you off. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that would have drew the line for me. But I see, like, you still, I don't know. Yeah, that would have been it for me. That's it. I can't tell you what you should do. Right. I could just tell you what I would have done.
Yeah. It's like I never would have known because like we're not in the same city right now. But I guess when we are, then maybe something could happen. But I'll probably just give it one more chance. And if we're in the same place and nothing happens, then I'll probably draw the line there.
I mean, like you said before, everything happens for a reason, and you're connected with the person you're supposed to be with.
You're right. That's also with like the invisible string theory, like the world like bringing people together. Like, yeah.
Do you want the person that you want to be with to have the same goals as you, or you guys could have like totally different lives and still be together?
I think from a couple standpoint, it's good to have the same goals, like to grow together and just to make time for each other. Like we have goals, like maybe we go on a certain amount of dates, like a month or something like that. Like that's a good goal to have with someone. Or maybe just to have some, I guess, time to unwind every single night or something. Like that's a good goal. But if it's like from a business standpoint, you guys don't have to work together or be in the same business for you guys to work. So I think from a relationship standpoint, it's good to have the same goals. From like a business standpoint, outside of that, it's fine to have like differing goals because we're not the same. We have different interests.
Another question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think when you or the person you want just says, I have to work on myself, I think we should take a break, like something like that? Do you think that's bullshit, or do you think that's legit?
I think it's bullshit.
Do you think you have to be alone to work on yourself?
No, I think it's bullshit. Well, I mean, you should like have worked on yourself before you got into a relationship, not during. Because you guys should be growing together, not just focusing on yourself individually. You got to grow on a couple, but like as a couple. So I do think it's kind of bullshit. I think they're just not interested anymore. That's just my opinion. What do you think on it?
I think if the person, it depends where you are in the relationship. I think it's much deeper than just working on yourself. I think it's more about finding yourself. I think if you're in a relationship and you kind of lost yourself, you don't really know who you are anymore, being with that person just kind of changed you and changed how you see yourself. You need to go find yourself again. You need to see your hobbies, see what you like, see what made you happy before you even got in the relationship. You need to love yourself again. So I think it's more about loving yourself and finding yourself than bettering yourself.
Yes. I totally agree.
Damn,
with
I
that.
cooked with that.
Yeah.
Holy
that
fuck.
was really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, self-glazing, but yeah, that was really good. No, that was really good. Shit, man. That's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I mean, I lost myself in my relationship. I mean, I feel like because I catch myself, I know it's time for the relationship to be done when I catch myself getting lost. I lose who I
what does
I
lost
was.
mean?
You here, listen to this. You've seen me in a relationship and you've seen me now.
Yes.
Don't you feel like the person who I am now is much more free?
Yeah,
I kind of am way more of myself than I was.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know you as well, I guess, back then when you had a relationship. Because, I mean, you didn't have as much time for, like, friends, which totally makes sense. But I totally agree with that. But, like, what do you mean lost? Like, what does lost mean to you? How do you know you lost yourself?
Means, damn, that's a really good question. Fuck. Nobody's ever asked me that.
Yeah.
How do I know if I lost myself?
Yeah.
I know if I lost myself when I don't have a reason to wake up anymore. I don't have happiness. I don't have anything that I'm looking forward to. Because luckily I've always found myself, but luckily I've always loved. I mean, I feel like it's more of not loving yourself anymore. So I'd say, like I said, I lost myself in the relationship because I kind of forgot what made me happy. I was just kind of, the whole point in that relationship, the whole thing that I was doing was trying to make her happy. I was trying to always not get in trouble, always not make anybody upset. I was always trying to be the good guy. But when you try so hard to be the good guy and try so hard to be someone that's not yourself, you end up losing yourself. You end up forgetting who you even are. So that's why I think you need to be single to love yourself and find yourself again. Because when you're in the relationship, you don't have time to worry about yourself because you're worrying about her, you're worrying about you're worrying about both you guys together. And when you're with yourself, you it's just you against your mind. Like you said on your run in the last podcast, you said it's just you against you, and in that feeling, you don't have as much motivation when you're on the runs. It's just more discipline because it's just such a lonely feeling.
Yeah, no, it is lonely. I mean, you said that was a great answer from you. But like, you think you should have like went to her way earlier on in the relationship to like speak about that, like with her, like losing yourself.
Speak about what?
Like losing yourself. Like you said, like you didn't feel the same.
I
like,
never said anything about losing myself.
You regret you won't do that again, probably.
No, I don't have any regrets. I mean, I feel like it was just, it ended when it ended, and she's happy now, and I'm happy now. It's all good.
Yeah,
but
it's good.
But have you ever lost yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, fuck, that's a really good question. I don't know. I think it was like 2020. Fuck, was it 2021? Maybe. I was just like, I think I wasn't in like a good state. Just like, or no, it was like 2019. I think. Yeah. High school and like COVID. That was like really. I burned myself out so bad, just like starting high school and just all that stuff. I really did lose myself. And I was just trying to do a whole bunch of things at once. I didn't really have like time for like family or friends as much. And I think that's just, you have to have the balance. And I didn't have that. I was way too one-sided. And I was just like not in a good headspace for a while.
So when you said burning yourself out, what does that all mean? And how did you know you lost yourself?
Well, you can look at it like a candle, like burning both ends. Like I was staying up so late and then waking up so early, and the candle just gets like smaller and smaller on both sides. And so like there's nothing left. What was the second
Mm-hmm.
part of it? You said?
And how did you know you lost yourself? You explained everything, but you didn't
Um,
say how you knew.
Again, kind of like what you were saying. Just not happy. Like I'm an optimistic person, and like you said, not looking forward to anything. And I'm always looking forward to like hanging out with friends and family. But it's like, I'm not really as much. I just have to like focus on this, like getting the work done and all that. But you have to really look forward to like spending time with people you love.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
true,
was for
man.
me. Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to be in the position where I could love myself and love someone else at the same time. But I don't think that
Mm.
I know who I am enough to do that. I don't know. I'm not ready for a relationship. I need to keep being single and keep learning about who I am, what I want, what my goals are.
Mm. So taking
I
a
think it's
step
just all
out,
part of the way of life. Yeah.
taking a step out of the relationship, you realize there's so much to learn about yourself. Like there's so
Mm-hmm.
much more, like to on a deeper level. Okay, that's
I
good.
think this podcast, I learned starting this podcast and talking about everything.
Mm.
I'm not keeping anything in. I'm just sharing it with you and the people who watch this. If there's anybody who even watches it,
Mm.
I, I'm not holding anything in anymore. Like I used to go to therapy a couple of years ago
Mm.
and I used to talk to him. But ever since I've been doing the podcast, I realized that all I need to do is rant. Like I don't give a fuck who
Yeah,
listens, but it's so healthy to speak out
it
about
is. It is.
your feelings and what's going on in your mind.
Would you go back to therapy? Or
Would I?
yeah, or like recommend it to
I
people?
mean, I would 100% recommend it to people. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
if they have the right therapist, actually, they have to care about you. It can't just be
Yeah,
some person who's racking up money.
yeah.
But I think therapy is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
That's good. That's good to know.
But it has to be a therapist that doesn't, I mean, cancel what I just said. But
Okay.
the best therapists and the best people, the thing that I hated about my therapist, but also loved about him, is he never answered any questions. Anything I asked him, he would throw it back at me in a way that made me answer my own question. And that's what I try to do whenever people ask me for advice. Like when we talk, I always throw it back at you.
That's great, man. I love
So
that. And
it's a skill that I've
them
learned.
handle it. Yeah, instead of answering it
Mm-hmm.
for them, because they like
Exactly.
someone on the outside wouldn't know like the whole situation going on. Only you would know that. So that's great. I'll probably
100%.
try that. That's
So
great. I like
what
that.
therapists do is they literally take you,
Mm-hmm.
your body, and shrink you and put you in your mind. That's like think about that. And they guide you through your mind and how to get through this challenge or this problem you're having. But you're the one to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You can literally
I wanted to be a therapist for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was also fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could basically tell them anything. But what's your biggest take from this podcast? Because we went really deep.
No, yeah, we did go really deep. I think like Tanner's 3-strike rule. It's good to have guidelines. Whether you want to go into a relationship, you should know what you want to be looking for, and not just go based off the feeling of just love. Just I guess having goals like like where do you want to see yourself like a couple years down the road with this person. Good to have like that conversation like kind of early on, so you can I guess establish that and grow with them. But it's good to have rules and to when you're going into a relationship.
It's true. I would say my biggest take from this podcast, I want to stick with the loving yourself and losing yourself and stuff like that. So just take a moment right now and look at your life. I know I say this all this podcast, every podcast, but really look at yourself right now and just ask yourself, am I happy? Do I have a reason to wake up every day? Do I love myself? And hopefully all those answers are positive. And if not, find yourself again. Find the reason. Find when you were younger and you used to be all smiley playing at the park, or just those little memories. Find something now that makes you happy and makes you smile, and find something that makes you you.
Love
So,
that. Perfect.
yeah. Thanks for coming on, Mike.
Of course. Always come. All right, see you.
Nice talking to you. Peace.